Hey guys, Jimmy here. Figured I'd make a quick video, have a short little drive to make. So figured I would explain the difference between tow haul mode, sport mode, and regular driving mode. So basically, in a lot of different, well, mostly the newer cars, you'll see that they all have some form or facet of sport mode or an aggressive driving mode. So basically, what that means is when you change those modes from normal is going to be your highest fuel economy, to where you're saving the most amount of gas, basically. So when you shift out of those modes, you're telling the computer that you need more power, you need more torque, horsepower, and the computer is going to try to answer back with that response. So just cruising around in normal mode, you're going to get, your best amount of gas mileage. So the engine's going to try to hold a higher gear for longer to try to keep the RPMs low. So the higher the gear, the lower the RPMs. The lower the gear, the higher the RPMs. Just like a bicycle, when you downshift, you have to pedal faster, but you're getting more torque. So if you're going up a hill on a mountain bike, anybody's ever had a mountain bike, you downshifted and the chain changes the sprockets, then you can go up a steeper hill without as much effort. Then when you get on flatter ground, you're going to a higher gear, so you can pedal, your feet are making less revolutions, you're going faster. So it's the same thing with the car. So when you go to tow haul mode, it's basically telling it needs more torque. So telling it that it needs to hold a lower gear for longer, and it will also downshift accordingly. Like if you're going down a hill to try to keep your load slower, try to take some of the pressure and the strain off the brakes, it will downshift to a lower gear. So that's what tow haul mode does. When you go to sport mode is going to be your most aggressive. You can see the truck just changed RPMs, and I kept my foot in the same position. It did that all by itself. It's going to be a lot more, finicky. It'll just, you barely lay your foot on the throttle, and it's going to want to take off. In this truck, anyways. And then as you brake, see if I can get on the brakes for you. You can see how it downshifted to try to hold the engine, to hold the vehicle back. And it's going to hold that low gear, so you've always got an appropriate amount of throttle. This is going to come in handy for going over like mountains, something it's really hard on the transmission to upshift, downshift, and you'll notice a lot of older cars will actually do that a lot going over mountains, just constant upshifting and downshifting. As where newer vehicles put them in the sport mode, it's going to stop it from upshifting and downshifting so much. It's also going to be a lot harder on the engine and transmission. So you're not going to want to do that in an aggressive manner. So for instance, like put in sport mode just so you can spin the tires or take off, all those kinds of things. It's going to be hard on the engine and transmission. Now it is going to be easier on the engine and transmission going over mountains in sport mode. If they're steep, you're going through a lot of curves, slowing down and speeding up a lot. It's going to be easier just as long as you're not being real aggressive with the pedal. It's going to be better on the transmission than actually keeping it in sport mode, or even tow haul mode. Going up and down hills, like ascending and descending, it's going to be a lot better to keep it in sport mode. Tow haul mode than normal mode. So that's just a quick explanation of what it does. Some, like Mustangs, Camaros, actually they'll cut the traction control off when you put them in sport mode, because they know that you're trying to play, and it will actually become less computer assisted driving. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please comment, ask them. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And subscribe, share this video, like it, dislike it. Tell me what needs to be improved on. Thank you guys.